time for going live. There we go. We're live.
We're live. We have one thumbs up and nobody on.
Yep.
All right.
That's how it always starts.
That makes no sense.
Don't make no sense, man.
All right. So if you're watching the replay, just give it about 7 minutes. If you want to fast forward 7 minutes, because we are going to be going live, and we're live, but we're going to be
thumbs up. Nobody
going live here. We're going to start our discussion in roughly 6-7 minutes.
Up without being on? You just.
It probably didn't update yet. Make sure nobody's on. Okay.
Yeah, it would say.
Just gonna be waiting for somebody to jump on.
Oh, one Rocky Brook.
Rocky Brook.
Rocky Brook.
Oh, 2 people on.
Hey, Rocky Brook.
Damn.
How you doing, man?
I knew it had to update.
2 people, 2 zombies.
Making a frittata. Frittata.
We're making dinner.
Yep. Probably gonna have to eat it in front of them.
I know that I'm gonna have to eat in front of everybody. I haven't eaten yet today, so me hungry.
Ooh, you're that.
How's everything on Rocky Brook?
Oh, that doesn't matter.
Homestead.
Oh, Carolina
Girls. What's shaking? How is how's our video and audio? Check 1 2.
Oh, so that's not.
It smells so good.
And hopefully we won't. Okay, good.
Thank you.
Hopefully we won't have any issues because we have every single cotton picking thing turned off. So.
Every single cotton picking, and there is some cotton to pick in Texas right now.
Yep. When we were coming down from Minnesota, we saw lots of cotton.
Lots of cotton. First time I've seen that. So that was interesting. That was like an hour north of here, maybe. Right over right over the Red River.
Red 3 people.
All right.
Good.
Texas Mom, you gonna participate? Dooloo. Yo, you back in Nebraska, Dooloo.
Hey, are we doing that gas novel giveaway? We haven't done the giveaway in quite a while.
Yeah, we can wait. We can hold on that.
Okay.
So you said like 3 times ago.
Yeah, I know. Keep the suspense up.
Keep the suspense.
Oh.
How's Rocky Brook doing?
2 people have left.
2 people are left.
That's you too. Well, it's not. People are jumping.
Dooloo, you still in Colorado or?
Still snowing?
Is it still snowing up there?
I
I don't think it's snowing up there.
We back.
Yep, back off to
Colorado next week for more work. Wow. Yeah, I would hate traveling long distance for work. That would make me not happy. I have to drive a lot anyway. I drove 500 miles on Tuesday.
500 out.
Had to drive to Louisiana. The
Welcome
Gulf
to
Coast.
sales.
Yeah, for real. Dooloo, you in sales? All right. Oh, I can't go by that clock now. Ah, so you're in sales too. What do you sell? Solar? What are you going to Colorado for? Wind turbines? Do you sell turbines for who was the guy? Who was the T-Boone Pickens? No. That was kind of a failed whole okay. Retail.
Oh, that's kind of cool. You just swipe up right there.
There you go. Fancy. Yeah, I got the new operating system on the iPad there.
So who's on here?
We got.
Dooloo's on here, Carolina Girls and Rocky Brook.
Yep.
Say hi to Carolina Girls.
They said hi. Well, hello, Miss Butterfly. You want to say hi to everybody, Miss Beautiful Girl? Yeah, her is almost a beautiful girl.
Say hello.
Well, hello, everybody.
Say hi, Carolina Girls. Say hi.
You want to say hi?
Say hi. very bad connection. Poor connection.
Yeah, it's been doing
I
good.
don't know.
It's okay.
You guys
It's good.
have to let us know how it's going.
It's good.
It's good. So we're waiting on rain.
We're still waiting on rain. And not rain country. I don't know if they'll
Well,
make it today. They've been busy.
How long has it been?
It's been a long time.
Since we've had rain.
It's been 30 days.
More than 30 days,
Yeah, way
right?
more.
Yeah,
You said
it's
that
been a
like
while.
30 days ago.
We're wiring up the well tomorrow.
Josh
so.
B.
Josh and Mandy.
Yeah,
Good evening.
We're working on the well tomorrow, so maybe next weekend, Josh and Mandy, we can maybe shoot for that.
I'll
to
try
get
rain
together.
dance yet? Not yet.
Not yet. I'm
we
about
need
ready
a
to
rain
do a
dance.
rain dance.
You got any rain down there in Nacogdoches?
Nacogdoches got tons of rain with
Hurricane Irma.
Irma.
Oh, yeah, we didn't get a drop.
Yeah. Yeah, we get a drop from Irma or Harvey. All right. Well, we can be getting started here in a second.
Yep. Just a second.
Miss Butterfly got a new high chair today.
Oh yeah, and it's pretty spiffy.
And it can.
We got it for like,
It's pretty special.
yeah, we got it for half price because it was open box deal.
Oh yeah, for real?
Yep.
I was wondering how you got it for so cheap.
$40.
Not
That's pretty
really
sweet.
much rain
On
since
Amazon.
then, though.
Not much rain since then. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Hopefully coming home here, I was looking like a squall, but I don't know. It's just gonna.
It's
be
way
maybe a
cooler
shower.
today.
They're saying
It dipped
Tuesday.
off, yeah.
I mean, it is dry.
Yeah,
Everything
they're just
is
calling for
just
thunderstorms though.
burnt up. The
Yep.
grass is burnt
All
up.
right, it's 5 o'clock. Enough with the jib jab.
Yep.
What do you think?
Yeah, I wasn't jibbing.
You're not even talking. You gonna say something?
I wasn't even saying anything. My mom was talking about my high chair.
All right, so what we want to talk about today is raising the next generation. It's going to kind of speak to why we chose homesteading, because really it's actually a combination of a couple things, but they all kind of tie together, the financial aspects of it, and which ties in directly to homesteading, which ties directly into child rearing and training, and which ties into homeschooling. They all kind of feed into each other, which is kind of what has led us in this direction. And the main premise that you hear very often is that, and you hear this all the time, and especially you hear it in dual income families and all that stuff, you know, where the husband and wife both work outside of the home. You hear all the time, I just want to give my kids more than I had. You know, I just want it to be better for my kids than it was for me. And that whole better than I had it can be thoroughly reduced to stuff. They want to be able to give their kids more stuff than they had. And the reason we are one in the society that we've created is predominantly hinging upon this. One, the terminology I'm looking for is in the hyper consumerism. The reason that we are immersed in hyper consumerism is because of this philosophy. I want my kids to have it better than I have it, which just had it when I was a kid, which just means I want them to have more junk and trash and toys and a bigger house and a smaller yard.
And some of it is they want them to have experiences that they didn't have. Like, you know, I want my kids to be able to go to Disney World.
Right.
I want my kids to be able to play on 99 different sports things in a year. I want my kids to have all these activities.
Right.
I want my kids to, you know, have all the best clothes and
activity without any practicality. Like okay, I'm going to develop this skill like soccer, you know. And so what we have is we have these professional sports teams, which are nothing more than propaganda arms for our whatever you want to call the oligarchy, the technocratic oligarchy that we're under right now. But that's all professional sports are. And, so our kids are going to play football and soccer, to become professional and make
Right. So, like, I know when we decided
that's a new one.
When I decided to come home, after we had our oldest child here, Goober, someone had told me, you're making a lot of money.
Hey, Sadie.
And, if you come home, you won't be able to take them to Disney World every year. And you won't be able to go on these vacations every year and do all this stuff. And I said, but they don't need that.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We did all that. I mean, we went on the cruises. We did. Just Martin. We went on the cruises and we spent the money and we did great family vacations and all that stuff.
And we went to Disney World.
And we went to Disney World and we went to the Intercoastal for a month and we did all that stuff. But the reality, one, it's very expensive and memories are good and it's good to spend time with your family. But to burn money for an experience when you could take that same money and utilize it into a real life skills, an infrastructure, a culture where you can actually, and I think to me now, as I start to become an old man, I just see it very differently, Before I was very concerned with money was never the motivating factor for me, but it was the measuring stick, and had a couple businesses did really well, and the business owned me. I didn't own it, and it was running me 6 days a week, 14 to 16 hours a day. I was not getting to participate in my children's lives, and I was just, I would veg out watching pro sports or Hollywood movies and watching all the programming and the propaganda just to kind of cope with my lifestyle. And
Lazy Kit Kat Girl's on.
Lazy Kit Kat Girl, hello. And I'm trying to get back on the chat. I'm rolling with my AT&T, and it's
too much work.
AT&T is terrible.
Dooloowoohoo said too much work.
Yeah, way too much work. It's totally irrelevant if you don't even have time to spend the money you make. If you make a ton of money, it's totally irrelevant. So, and that's kind of the boat I was in. And also with my financial background in financial planning, and when I saw how completely, hey, Rain Country, glad you could make it. What are you and Patrick up to? It's good talking to you yesterday. With my background in financial planning, and when I saw how artificial all of that was, it really just every component, when you consider self-sufficiency and homesteading, they all stack on top of each other when it comes to homeschooling and
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool. Yeah, he said that. He was going, okay, great. They're going hunting. All right. Well, hope they bag something. That'd be awesome. Fill the freezer. And that's great that he can spend time with his dad.
Yeah.
Can we say
Yeah.
So my response to that person when we decided that I was coming home from work and I said to him, they don't need these lavish vacations every year. What kids need is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and their mom home. That's what they need. They don't need all these things that our society has told us that they need, And I fell into it even with starting, when we started homeschool, Goob was on the soccer team and Goob was on the swim team and Goob was in guitar lessons and you're programmed to think that they have to have all these things to live a well-balanced life.
You're programmed for that, so they can control you. They get the husband and the wife out of the house. They get your kids in their public indoctrination camps. They get you in debt, you know.
Even if you're homeschooling, okay, I did all that while we were homeschooling. So if
Mr.
you're,
Solstice.
Hey, Mr. Solstice. So
Soulless, yeah.
Souls.
Man, I can't get
Even
the check.
okay, you still have that pressure of wanting to. I don't know. I guess it's just that societal norm kind of pressure. But then once you start to just relax a little bit, and years went by with homeschooling, and we started to realize that, you know what, they're learning everything that they need to learn at home naturally in their natural environment. They're learning teamwork. They're learning social skills. They're learning, you know, how to whatever.
Yeah, and they're learning real life skills. You know, it's just like Dooloowoohoo saying how they're trying to, you know, because we were college prep. I was college prep, and they're trying to plan your life when you're 16. And it's a joke because you don't even, I mean, that's why I went to college for 7 years. I didn't know what I wanted to do. You know what I wanted? I wanted people to leave me alone. Oh, okay, I'll go to college because that's what you're supposed to do. And I went there and I rang up the bills and...
You did great in college. Don't let him fool you. He is a great student, and he doesn't even have to hardly
Dude, it's
try.
because college is dumb and stupid, and all you have to do is take a test. Like, I didn't learn anything from college. Teal House Farm,
and
yeah, but I mean, so if you want
Ontario.
to, if your child has
Ontario.
an interest
Tina
in
Dickaloo.
something and they want to pursue it, like
college is a total scam.
I'm not talking about.
No, I'm
college.
just repeating what Rain
about-
said. Yeah,
Oh,
college
yeah.
is a total scam.
Okay, yeah.
It's a Ponzi scheme. College debt, higher education debt is the next bubble to pop, and it's the next $1 trillion bubble to pop, and it will pop.
But it can be a tool if used in the right way. Say if Goob wants to become a large animal vet or whatever, it can be a tool.
Jeff Drake, what's up?
But this one size fits all, everybody just go to college for 4 years and just pick a major and come out with a piece of paper and you're just gonna magically make a whole bunch of money.
Yeah, and what you magically do is you come out magically in debt, and it takes you forever to pay it off.
Right.
Versus
Exactly.
go to a trade school,
Well,
get a trade for, like, go to a 2-year trade school, learn HVAC, learn plumbing, learn electrical,
Sure.
come out with a real license and do work immediately. Make $40, $50, $60, $80,000 a year with $10,000 to $15,000 maybe of student loan debt from a trade school, and you have a real trade. And guess what? If you need electrical work done in your house, you do it yourself because you know how to do it.
Right.
You know, versus some etheric, ephemeral business administration degree.
well, and then the other pressure of it is that you go to college for 4 years or say 7 years, and then you come out and you're both college educated, and then you're both like, okay, well, we need to have this big house and we need to have all this stuff because, you know, we earned it because now we're both working, we both have 2 incomes, and now we just need we need decent cars because all of our, you know, family is like, well, hey, you graduated college. I mean, obviously you need to like have a really nice house with a big fat mortgage, and you need to have a car with car payments, and you know, your kids all need to be like in private schools with big tuition bills, and you know, your cost of living just goes through the roof, and before you know it, you know, you got to fill up the big house with nice furniture, and you know, you're not there to cook meals, so you just buy expensive food, and it's just...
Yeah, Teal House said he's got trade school friends that are making a ton of money, and I mean, if you're in the field of construction, it's just this dearth of... There's a dearth of people that can even speak English, let alone people that are proficient at a skill or a trade that can speak English, you know, let alone... somebody that can actually have an autonomous thought and think for themselves and can actually like reason and logic. I mean, because we do have people that have skills, but very few of these people can even think for themselves on their own. And it's like, what do I do now, Daddy? It's like, your job, cog A and cog B, I don't know, you're the electrician, you do it. Like, why are you asking me? And it's like, so that whole logic and reason thing, yeah, so, that is why raising the next generation, I forget who said it, but somebody said, have your kids grow up hard. You don't want your kids to grow up easy, and...
Well, the kids just watched. Go ahead, summarize what Becky was saying this week. Go ahead.
Huh? Oh, Becky's homestead.
Speak up nice and loud.
About what?
Yes.
About what?
What we just watched this morning.
Oh, about being a rich kid? Oh, okay. Well, Becky was saying, if you haven't checked out Becky's homestead,
Speak up nice and loud.
okay, if you want to know if you're a rich kid, if you ask your mom and dad to just hand you $5,000 for like your car, or if your mom and dad just straight out buy you a car, your first car, and I think that was basically it, right?
So what's okay?
I don't really know.
What's the premise of what she was saying?
I haven't read
Premise
it.
is
I'm
that
sorry. I'm trying to.
Don't spoil your children.
Oh,
You can't
oh,
do
oh,
everything.
oh,
Make
oh,
them
oh,
work
oh,
for it.
Make them work for it. That's right. Grow up hard. You know what I mean?
Tell them
Look,
about
there is
tell them
no-
about your first car.
There's no such thing as a free lunch. And I realize there's all this multi-level marketing stuff out there, and 3 to 5 years working part-time and you're going to be a millionaire. But guess what? That is not true. It's not true. I've been involved in many multi-level marketing. I was successful in one. And the bottom line is you have to work your guts out in it, just like in anything, to make a decent income stream. You have to work your guts out. There's no magic pill. There's no magic to anything. It's called hard work. And my opinion of network marketing is it all hinges on interpersonal relationships, and most people are over-medicated and have very poor interpersonal relationships, and a couple bad, relationships, and your entire multi-level marketing network is shot to bits, and there wasn't even anything you could do to control it or stop
Right.
it. So
What Becky was saying, if you watch Becky's Homestead, what she was saying too is that when you give children everything and they never have to work for it, where it's just like, Mommy, I want a four-wheeler. Mommy, I want to be in dance class. Mommy, I want to fill in the blank, right? And eventually they know they're just going to get it. Okay, big deal. They got to wait until Christmas and then they're going to get it. But when that happens throughout a child's life, you take away their drive to ever work to figure out anything. So they lose all the ability to be creative, to come up with ideas of how I'm going to get this thing, how I'm going to work to get it, and then they lose their, she was saying like self-respect, because they just become like, well, I mean, I want that, and I should just have it.
Yeah.
Well,
it's just like, college, is a great example. And even these frugal living people, and, this money we save is going to go in our kids' college education fund. And I'm like, wow, I couldn't think of a worse place to waste money than in a kid.
Who paid for your college?
I paid, and people ask us all the time, well, what are you going to save for your kid's college? So I'm like, I'm not. Because who saved for my college? Nobody. I paid my own way, and I'm still paying my own way 15 years later, $247 a month at a time, which I could have paid it off by now, but it's an incredibly low interest rate, tax deferred, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But anyway. But
Obama didn't
buy
pay
your
that
kids
off?
land.
My friend just said that.
No, Obama didn't pay my student loans off.
Obama didn't.
And this is not an Obama phone.
Oh.
Yeah, so I didn't get an Obama education, nor did I get an Obama phone.
Okay.
And I bought my own first car, $500, 1985 Volkswagen Rabbit diesel. And I even saved up money to have a moonroof put in it. And yes, I was awesome. And that car is still running, and it would only ever go 63 miles an hour. Downhill with a stiff wind at your back, maybe 68 for no more than 5 minutes at a time. But you could draft a 16-wheeler, and there was enough backdraft that if you got within 2 to 3 feet of the bumper, it would literally pull you along.
That's awesome.
And yeah, very dangerous. But Volkswagen Rabbit diesel.
Yeah. And I paid for my own car.
49 miles to the gallon. Booyah.
I paid for all my own cars.
I know, and Texas Mom bought a salvaged lemon from Russian Mafia.
No, that wasn't
They're in the meat packing plant.
That wasn't my first car. That
wasn't her first car, but she got rickrolled. So she bought it.
That was my second car.
Yeah,
that one was salvaged, but I didn't know it. And yeah, it was falling apart, but it was still cool. It was a cool color. It was kind of dangerous to drive. That was when I met Texas Dad. But anyway, we both grew up working hard. We both worked from the time that we were young teenagers.
$50.
And we bought our own clothes, and we bought our own school lunches.
Your own stuff.
And we bought we bought our own
personal
stuff.
Responsibility. A sense of ownership.
Yeah.
You buy your stuff. You take care of it.
We paid for our own gas.
Pay your own way.
You paid for your own
Pay
food.
for your own car insurance.
Yes,
I mean,
if I couldn't pay for car insurance, the car was going to sit. That's all. If I couldn't pay for gas, well then, oh well. I guess you can't go to work that week. You know, like, I don't know. I don't understand this.
Oh yeah, Just Martin had a diesel Rabbit. Boom. You're smelling the fumes right now, man, and it's just like the diesel smell, man, and there's something about like smashing that gas pedal and like nothing happening, like smashing them, and then you're like you have to like set a time like 0 to 60 in like 3.5 minutes or
That's
something.
That's what Dooloowoohoo just said. 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to see what's for dinner, right?
What's for dinner, Texas Mom?
Don't burn it, buddy.
I dishwash and cook through high school. Use a firewood as a hauler.
Frittata.
My dad has a custom Pinto. Oh, sweet.
What's a Pinto?
A Pinto. Oh man, what's a Pinto? What's a Pinto, Mini Stedding? Man.
That's lovely.
What was that? I guess they still made Pintos in the 80s. Okay, let's see. Mr. Sola said I paid $700 for my first car. A '72 Gran Torino Sport. Wow, dude. Worked 2 hours a day before high school to pay for it. Man, that's a sweet ride.
72 grand.
Yeah, Pinto's a hatchback. Yeah, do you know what year that Pinto was? Because I think they stopped making Pintos in like the early mid 80s, something like that.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Pinto,
Okay.
the car that explodes in impact. Just it like in the movies. Ha ha ha.
Miss Butterfly, you're very noisy, Miss Butterfly. I think she's hungry.
Yep.
Yeah. We're gonna give Miss Butterfly something to eat soon. She's really killing the audio. But yeah, so the whole purpose of having the background of the homestead to raise the next generation. I mean, think about the founding fathers. I mean, George Washington was a farmer. Thomas Jefferson. All these men were agrarian, and they understood the agrarian lifestyle, agrarian culture, and many of them were very wealthy, but yet they still farmed. Why? Because it's practical. It's practical. It's common sense. And regardless of whether or not you can buy your food, if you grow your food, you know what it is, and you grew it.
Well, and the process of growing your food, I mean, that's what Doug and Stacey said. There's something psychological about the process of it. Oh, tell them what happened yesterday with the baby squirrel.
Baby squirrel. What happened with the baby squirrel?
The cats caught a baby squirrel.
Talk up. Speak up.
Come on, make it interesting. Where's
Okay.
the goob? Where's
Okay.
the goob enthusiasm?
Okay.
Let me go get.
The cat caught a baby squirrel, and we were able to get the squirrel out of the cat's mouth because around here there is like barely any squirrels. So what we did was we took it down the road and we put it in another acorn tree, and so
Acorn.
yep. So yep.
But tell him the funny story about the squirrel.
What happened with the
What
squirrel?
did it do?
What did it do to the roof?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, it's like
So-
pulling teeth,
I
folks.
know. I'm sorry.
Terrible. EB.
EB. Okay. Rufus was going underneath the electrical fence. The electrical fence was off, but he went, ah! And I'm like, oh man, he must have got shocked by the fence. He didn't. The squirrel bit him, and it drew blood.
Drew blood. He got bit by
And he
a
was
baby.
like latched on. I had to put him on
It
the
was
ground.
a little baby one.
It
Yeah,
was a
it
little
was like
baby one.
this big.
So he's only got baby
Like
rabies.
this,
Baby
this big.
rabies.
He's got baby rabies.
He was just scared. But you really homed it.
That,
scared.
The attack of the squirrels.
Yeah. But we don't have a whole lot of squirrels, so we're letting the population grow a little bit.
Really cute. Oh.
It was cute. I missed it.
Check for tall growing next week.
What?
My mom got bit by a squirrel.
That's funny.
I cannot get the chat to go. Here we go. It's cooperating now, I think.
Uh,
In the 70s, I saw someone take a Mustang and escaped it by the painting it pink. Whoa. That's terrible. Painting it pink.
With zebra interior. How dare
Zebra interior.
they? With zebra interior.
What have you missed? Oh, Evie wants to. We're talking about raising the next
Yeah,
generation.
and we've ranted on college and spoiled kids
And
so
cars.
far.
And I mean, that's why we have this snowflake generation that they can't take any criticism. They can't. They've accomplished nothing. They can accomplish nothing. They want everything handed to them. I got a degree. I can't get a job. You know, it's like, what's that?
Yeah. Oh, Rain was just telling Evie she missed everything. She missed all the good stuff. Texas rant. Yep, it was a Texas rant.
Yeah, I've been.
It
It's
was-
been pent up for a while
Yeah.
now. It's just been trying to gotta unleash.
Yeah.
What you think, Junior?
he just broke
So
his-
yeah, I mean, I guess we
No.
wanted the kids to be able to learn how to grow their own food. We want them to learn how to work with each other. We wanted to have a natural, normal family environment where,
Disney Princess Generation.
yeah, we weren't just, running all around and just
Yeah, all these people
artificial,
that run from activity to activity. It's mental illness, is what it is. I mean, first off, it's not yucky. Somebody said, Junior. Somebody just said your call phrase. They said yucky.
Can we turn it?
He's smiling over there.
Can we show 'em?
Junior, I'm gonna say hi to everybody, Junior. Where are you at, Junior? You say hi? No, you don't want to say hi?
Say,
Yucky. Okay.
hi.
He said
say
yucky.
hi. Tell everybody hi. Say hi.
Hi. Yucky. He said that just for you, Jason Anderson. There we
We're
go.
gonna have to get a yucky T-shirt made.
Yes, I definitely want to get yucky tea.
Whoa!
I did.
I
accidentally.
Where you
thought.
going?
I
Just
know.
put the thing behind it like I had it before.
Yeah, duct tape. Roll.
The duct tape.
We'll hold you up with duct tape.
In true MacGyver fashion.
So yeah, it was just kind of funny how one thing led to the next with us. Like I said, I mean, we didn't just like get married and just say like, oh, we're gonna homeschool,
Right.
we're gonna homestead,
Exactly.
we're gonna
No,
be these.
Yeah, and it's a process. I mean, what I saw in the financial industry, when I saw how totally artificial and fake it is and everything else, I mean, any non, we believe, we're people of faith. We believe the Bible. We're born again Christians, and if I didn't understand Scripture, I would be, I listen to a lot of different people. James Corbett, The Corbett Report. I read different financial books, and all the good financial books that recognize the true state of our finance. After the, I read a book after the meltdown or something like that. Every single financial book that recognizes the bubble, they all think that it's going to come back. They all think, just like all the crypto guys, they all think that it's going to come back and that, we're going to be able to rebuild and do all this stuff. And, the reality is it's not going to come back. I don't want to get into Bible prophecy and all that stuff right now, but once you recognize that, it takes the edge off of everything. But at the same time, you realize that you do have to prepare, and preparing isn't just putting freeze-dried fruit in buckets. You know what I mean? It's
And we started like that.
Yeah, we started doing that. Yeah, absolutely. You got to start somewhere.
Dooloowoohoo just said, when is the cookbook gonna be done?
Never.
I don't know. It'll get done someday.
Oh, tell them what we made yesterday. And it was so good.
Okay.
Oh, chocolate pudding. We made with whipped cream. Homemade whipped cream.
Okay, Dooloo says, okay, hold on a second. Evie says, hey Goober, how's the cookbook coming? Y'all gonna have different sections?
Yes.
Okay. Dooloo says, what made you finally go full on with your beliefs? Something I've struggled with for years. It's tough sometimes. Was there an instance or time that strengthened your belief? Just curious. Well, lots of instances. Many, way too many to name. But I mean, interestingly enough, we see biblical prophecy unfold literally in the headlines. Oh, hold on a second. We have a wilting flower over here. We watch Bible prophecy. I mean, if anything, okay, just look at our current scenario in the world news, and and I'm not like with all these dumb people that set dates and all that stuff, but I mean, you look at our president, right? He was elected. Everybody thinks that he was elected, and he makes all these campaign promises and fulfills none of them. We actually have a decent guy today, Roy Moore, who may or may not be a very decent guy. They literally have no dirt on him, right? And our conservative president that wants to drain the swamp was supporting Luther Strange, and then our president that tweets everything, deletes all the tweets, and then he says, oh, I talked to Roy Moore for the first time. And here, Roy Moore is just, from everything that I can understand, is just an incredible individual and stand behind what he believes and everything else. And it's just like, it is, so as you watch current events, as you watch markets being manipulated and synthesized and faked, we clearly see the push for a one world. He's got the butter there, baby. We clearly see the one world government. We see the one world currency. We see the digital currency. They're going to kill cash, which is just another reason why I dislike cryptocurrency. I mean, if you want to have crypto as an investment, there's nothing wrong with being diversified into that. I would hold to the moniker of earn crypto versus like buying crypto. But when it comes to hard real assets like gold and silver, like steel and lead, like infrastructure, like fruit trees, like land, like produce and production, and when you can, that's all real stuff, and you can go out in your yard and it's there. So and it's common sense, and you can control it to some extent, and it's and it's so gratifying and rewarding and reinforcing. There's so much good about it, and then there's all the literal physical health benefits and the psychological benefits of all of it. and just the psychological benefit of being in control of your life instead of everything like, oh, well, what are we going to eat? Oh, I don't know. What can we go pick up at the store, you know?
Yep. Life began in the garden.
Wow. That's really awesome. I don't even like half the stuff that's in there, and it's very good.
Yes. I buy silver with Bitcoin.
Well, that's awesome. Now, if you can buy silver with Bitcoin, I am down with that. I like silver. I buy silver more than gold just because of the...
Yeah.
Well, silver's dramatically undervalued. Oh, would anybody... What I would like to do potentially, since I enjoy talking about finances, is I might want to do a Texas Dad Finance Q&A live thing. So if anybody's interested in that, maybe it would be on a Saturday or something, and I think that would be kind of neat. I get lots of questions all the time about financial stuff, and I was in the field for 11 years, and then once my career got cut short, I was a day trader for a year, and I learned even more, and I learned more about the market day trading for a year than I did as a financial planner, and I learned more real stuff about the market, and that's when I said, I'm done, I'm out, I quit, rack me, I don't want any of my money in the market, I'm out.
Yeah, because you realized how manipulated
I saw how manipulated it was, I saw how fake it was, and I saw how you really couldn't trade in real time on the real market. And because if you could trade in real time on the real market, I saw a pattern that was a totally legitimate pattern, and you could literally day trading, you could make thousands of dollars a day without even doing anything. It'd be totally automated, and the problem is that the big boys won't let you do it. So, and
they want Texas Dad, another day, another time.
Okay. Yeah, so so let's see. Steemit is the next Facebook one day. I hope so. You know, I just think, part of the Hegelian dialectic is thinking that there is an alternative, because I think part of the illusion is that there is an alternative. You know, just like the whole, do you notice how everything in life, why do we only have two options? Look, you got Republican or Democrat, right? You got Android or Apple, right? You got Coke or Pepsi. Why is that? Why is there only ever two options? You know what I mean?
How about Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
It's a fringe, You can't... Yeah, look,
Sprite.
gas or electric cars.
Sprite.
I mean, there's way better options than gas or electric, right?
Gatorade.
But we have...
Sweet tea.
Swag tie.
Listen, if you drink any soda, it's high fructose corn syrup, and you're going to die.
How about sweet tea?
You're gonna die.
Sweet tea with real organic...
Sweet tea is like the Libertarian Party.
Sweet tea.
Boom, there you go. Just broke your Hegelian dialectic.
No, it's still Hegelian dialectic. It's red and blue. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, man. We're being programmed.
Coke or Pepsi.
They're
And
all
look,
under
just
Coke
real
and
quick,
Pepsi.
just for something that you can watch happen, right? Manufacturing. We need to bring manufacturing back to America, right? I can't do my Trump right now, but sound more like, I don't know, somebody with a
Schwarzenegger.
speech impediment.
Oh, retarded Schwarzenegger.
I'll be
maybe.
back. By the way, they're rebranding the Terminator, right? And they're going to bring Schwarzenegger back, yeah, because it's all programming, and they prepared all of us '80s kids for today. They prepared all of us. They programmed all of us, because everything that we saw in all those sci-fi movies from the '80s to now is what's going to happen within the next 3 years. Like all the Skynet stuff, Amazon buying Whole Foods, delivering your food to your house with a drone, and it's all going to happen. And Whole Foods getting busted. None of their food is even legit. It's all fake, and people are paying 100 to 200% more for.
Oh, tell me about the microwavable sweet potatoes. Organic.
No, they're not organic.
Yeah. No?
No, but okay. So we were at the groceries. Well, Rufus actually found them, but of course he did, because he's a shopper. So we were in the area, we were getting potatoes, red potatoes, and he's like, "What is that? That microwavable sweet potato?" It was a whole sweet potato wrapped in plastic, so you could just throw it in your microwave for like 60 seconds, and then unwrap it out of the plastic and eat it.
That's healthy, man.
I know. So just like a microwavable organic popcorn.
Right. Exactly. Hey, I want to. They're going to bring manufacturing back. You want to know how they're going to do it? $15 minimum wage is irrelevant. You want to know why? Robots. They're going to bring it back, right? They're going to take away all the jobs and give it to robots, and then they're going to give you your basic universal income, so everybody can go on international welfare. And it's going to happen. They're all talking about it. All the techie guys, the Zuckerbergs and the Elon Musks and the Stephen Hawkings and all these people, they're all talking about basic universal income, talking about all of it. And they're going to bring all this manufacturing back and then be like, oh, but we can't provide health care for everybody, right? And we can't provide this minimum wage. Yeah, they're going to automatize it. They're going to roboticize it. They're going to put everybody, if everybody's on basic universal income, guess what? Well, now you can just get a part-time job, right? Now everybody's part-time, everybody's full-time welfare, part-time job. They're all driving for Uber, they're driving for Lyft, and it's just...
That's been going on forever, though. I mean,
we're working into it.
They've been pushing that forever. I mean,
it's going to happen.
When I started college, they were pushing all of that, socialistic, we should all make just one average income. It's not really fair that there's, diversity in income, I mean, everybody should just kind of have an average. I mean, everybody can live a normal, good life. Back when I started college, at 35,000, 40,000, everybody could live normally. So why, you must just be greedy. I mean, if you want to, meanwhile, you're all sitting there in a college class, like, the whole point is that you're spending money to, like, have a better life.
You're spending $35 a year, to learn, for them to teach you that you don't need to make any money.
Right, yeah, that we should just all, not be so greedy and just have a mediocre life.
And what society would pay $100,000 to get brainwashed by a bunch of, like, socialist idiots and learn nothing?
Well, that is a skill. I mean, there are skills.
Okay, if you're a doctor or a chiropractor, I'll give it to you, and we do need those people. But if you're not a skilled practitioner in the health field, another news flash: the Catholic Church is buying up all of the hospitals. They just did it in Missouri. They just did it down here. It's straight up, right in line with all the Obamacare and nationalized medicine. But they just bought all the Good Shepherds, this Christus whatever Trinity deal. And that's all part of it. And that was part of the healthcare takeover. But just saying, I don't know if anybody's noticed that the Catholic Church, whether it's Christus, down here it's Christus Trinity. I forget the name of the one that just bought up most of Missouri. But notice in your area if your local hospital has been bought up by some Catholic charity. It's very interesting. Very interesting, but it's happening everywhere. Just wanted to point that out.
Wow. So, getting back to the kids and what our goals are, and what we the direction that we're kind of heading with our children, just because we were in the mainstream, we tasted it all.
Yeah, we did all of it. We went on all the cruises, and I mean, cruises are nice, but...
And, we experienced some of it with the kids, and then we just... It grows old.
And it's fake.
Real quick, yeah.
It's totally artificial. It's unsustainable, artificial. So why would you continue in an illusion? We were listening to a YouTube couple, right? And they're all about debt-free and all that good stuff and saving and all that stuff. And they're like, just live for 5 years that nobody else is willing to, so that you'll live the rest of your life and like this. It's one of these multi-level sayings. And it's just like, yeah, but that's not true. You know what I mean?
No, it costs money.
And you're assuming that you're assuming that everything's going to remain static when it comes to GDP and cost of living and all this stuff, and it's not going to happen. It is going to crash, and that's not a doom and gloom thing or anything, but it's just realizing what's going to happen and planning as best as you can for it. Certainly, we're not going to stop it, and we're not going to rebuild. It's not going to be like, well, we'll get past that, and then we'll rebuild, and everybody with gold and silver. It's just not going to happen. But that's okay. It's not doom and gloom either. I mean, things that are going to be have to be, and they are going to be.
Some travel. We do travel a little bit. We still go to see friends, and there's still a lot of places that we would like to see and go. There is, but it's that I think we talked about this at another.
Yeah, travel
show.
is great. I mean, and once the little ones get a little bit bigger, we'll definitely be doing more of that. It's just a challenge right now.
And that's a good, healthy thing to do. But that
and cruises are awesome.
And feeling like
are.
you need to.
Right, exactly.
Is different. Feeling like, okay, Christmas is coming in a couple months, and I need to spend $1,000 on my family.
Hyper-consumerism.
The kids' vacation is coming up from school, and I need to take them away, and we need to do something for family time, and that is that's just phony, and that's just societal norm stuff. And it's just, when you let go of all that, there's just such a freedom that comes from all that, that if you want to go and you want to experience something and do something as a family or with your children, that's great. That's good, and that's a healthy thing to do. But that pressure is, I think, what we were talking about before. So I mean, what are our goals with the kids? We want them to learn how to work hard. We want them to have self-respect and know how to figure things out, how to set a goal and say, this is my goal. I want to have a truck by the time I'm 16 or 17 years old. And how am I going to get to that goal? And how am I going to work hard and scratch and claw and make enough money to get that truck?
Yeah, and travel. I mean, if you want to travel, make money and travel. I mean, it's a challenge also when you're developing a homestead to travel. Once you have animals and you're milking a cow and you're doing these different things. So, and that's where it just becomes, your life becomes
your vacation.
Because
it does.
Everything you're doing, and it's really what it has to do with is, what's the word I'm looking for?
I grew up on a farm. We didn't go anywhere. Nowhere. The only place we ever went, once a year, we went to the fair. That's all and we were excited to go to the fair.
And that's Redneck Disney World. It is so crazy expensive. I'm like, dude.
No, but we went and stayed at the fair.
I know, and it's big bucks, man, for the tickets for those rides that little kids die on and stuff. You're like, only 4 kids died today.
That's the
Can I have 15 tickets to get on this ride? That's like $45 to go on this roller coaster.
I never felt deprived. I never felt like, when I reached adulthood, like, oh, wow, I've never been anywhere. I've never done anything. I didn't feel like that at all. I mean,
she was spoiled, though. She showed horses.
Yep.
Dude. Yep. She didn't grow up poor like me. I was po'. I was so poor I didn't realize it.
Yeah, but I still worked hard.
I was dirt poor. She worked hard.
I was given a lot of things, but
You were given a lot of things.
I weren't.
You still are. You weren't what? You still are.
I still do get given a lot of things. Yeah, that's kind of... No, I worked really hard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both do, and that's what we're going to do with our kids, and our kids are going to work hard.
And I think that's what Becky was saying, too. Just because you have money doesn't mean you have to spoil your kids. And I related a lot to what she was saying on her last video, because it becomes easy to give them things because you love them and you want, you want to give them things.
And it's a balance. I mean, you do end up, my kids have an enormity amount of stuff versus when I was their age. Astronomical. Our kids have been on cruises, and the best I got was, I mean, we went to Disney World in a motorhome, and but other than that, I mean, that was the extent of it, And we went to and it was awesome. And I mean, our kids have, and then there's the whole technology side of it. And I mean, I did have a TSR-80 growing up.
What's
with
that?
a dot matrix printer. It's a really large glorified calculator, and it was very expensive. But
she wears a skirt and works hard, right? Yeah. You know what? There is so much dirty work around here. It's amazing.
Hey, Kip Smith, how you doing?
It's amazing. I just think that, I don't know.
Yes, Texas Mom used to show Western.
I showed English one year.
She showed English one year, but yes, Texas Mom used to ride a lot.
I rode horses. I trained horses. I trained my first horse when I was 12. And right as a baby on up, the horse. And then I trained several horses, bought and sold horses. And then I went to college and I sold everything. And I met Texas Dad.
So romantic.
And that was it. That was the end of that. But I learned responsibility, and I learned how to work hard and get dirty, and I appreciate that. That. I'm not afraid to work hard. I painted the bathroom today.
Texas
halfway.
Mom painted the bathroom today.
Yeah.
Dooloo says, I rode a horse once named Pee-wee, and he bucked me off and stomped his feet at me. Me and Pee-wee parted ways that day. And Dooloo, we are still waiting for the photo. Thank you.
Yes.
Have a nice day.
Yep.
Dooloo.
Grandma said, ride Pee-wee. It'll be fun, she said. No. Evie, Texas Mom will get into horses. She's looking for an affluent investor to invest in her horse farm. We only need like 50 acres cross-fenced. And 50 acres cross-fenced. And we only need, how many horses do we need, Texas Mom?
I don't.
We're going to put together a business plan for our horse farm venture. And we just need an angel investor that is looking to make a fortune raising horses. And
how to make a fortune
who said
horses.
who said my friend Fred with the Berm Home said, you want to know how to make a small fortune homesteading? He said, start with a large fortune.
And that's very true.
And that's very true with horses.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. But
Jason Anderson said, I painted a room too today.
Check it out. Jason Anderson. Berkeley Handiworks.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I about half painted a very small
Sounds like a
bathroom
plan.
today. But hopefully...
Evie's in.
Evie's in.
She's going to look for an investor for us.
Horses.
Yes.
She just wants some horses. Hey, there's lots of horses in Texas.
Let's do it.
Lots of horses in Texas.
Man, people in Texas, they do just like we do with the cow. They'll just think and have a horse in their yard.
It's true.
They'll just have a horse in their yard. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll finish up that bathroom this weekend. So here's the deal with the bathroom. The bathroom this is a random.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Very random fact. But the bathroom was a light pale yellow. And I got all these Texas boys here. And
Dirty Texas boys.
the light pale yellow bathroom was not a good color for the Texas boys. It was just getting dingy. So
Our room used to be yellow too, the same exact color.
yes, the room used to be the same
Except
color
we
yellow.
painted it dark a little.
Evie wants to go horse shopping with you, Texas Mom.
We need a barn.
Boom.
We need a barn.
And we need a barn. I keep contemplating this whole infrastructure thing, and I just can't put up a permanent structure. I know they're going to whack me with my property tax. So, that's the only reason we don't have any permanent structures. Because that's a great homesteading tip. As long as you have semi or non-permanent structures, they can't tax it. And you can obviously move it and redesign it and everything.
How about
like that.
a carport? Is that taxable?
A carport isn't taxable and it's movable, so it's not a permanent structure. I think we got a good deal on a carport.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to get one. 18 by 21.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Sweet. I don't know what they
For-
go for. I think they go for
for the-
7.
Might put some sides on it, Evie. Turn
For
it
what?
into a barn.
Oh,
No.
Put some sides on it. Put in a guest quarters.
yeah.
Or anybody wants to come visit. No.
Anybody wants
There'll
to come
be
visit.
some stalls and then a guest quarter.
So then the cow.
We'll
can
make you a stall, Evie.
Mike said he'll design us a barn.
Great.
Oh boy.
Well, I can design a barn. I mean, come on.
We got SketchUp.
I can, yeah, the kids can sketch it up. I mean, I can design one. That's the easy part.
That's right.
Yep.
Grass-fed home.
Yeah, grass-fed's pallet barn is almost identical to our milking
Yeah,
barn.
the only thing that he did with that, and I wanted to send him a message, or maybe next time we talk to him, when he put those cattle panels up from the sides, like up on top of it, you know, now it's all like, the wind is just wreaking havoc on it. If he puts those cattle panels down on the inside of those pallets so they have more support, it would be a lot better. That's kind of how ours is too.
Yeah.
Evie wants to know if she should bring the Amish boys to build the barn.
Yes.
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 Let's do it. We'll build it like back in the woods where nobody knows about it.
Yep.
And it'll be a covert
They
barn.
fly over with a helicopter.
It'll be like a wapini.
No, they don't.
They fly over with
Oh
an
yeah,
airplane.
they fly over the airplane all the time. Yeah, they're gonna get you.
Assess
They're gonna get you.
But
They got Google Earth. They
Unless
don't
you do a
even need an
wapini.
airplane.
yeah, they got like live Google Earth and see every little step you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a barn raising.
They're not gonna tax us that much. Come on, the taxes down here are like.
They are right now.
Yeah.
Texas just spray bombed everybody down in Houston with all these chemicals in the name of killing the mosquitoes. Doing it, I'm just like
Sure.
unreal, man.
They're killing mosquitoes.
Yeah, because of all the flooding, you know, and and they just bombed everybody. It's probably why I've had this head cold.
And
I
then-
drifted up here.
Well, you went down there.
Well, yeah, kind of, but I got sick before I went down there.
And
Got the head cold.
He smelled the salt air.
I smelled the salt air of the Gulf, and it was like flashback city. It was awesome. It reminded me of a cruise because it was very tropical feeling.
Yeah. He said he got out of the truck and it was like warm breezes and it was just very, very tropical down there. We get some warm breezes up here, but different.
Yeah.
Yeah, he texted me. He said, I smell that salt air. So, yeah. We put them
Put them up on Saturday saying it's a house of worship. Yeah.
House of
worship. Great point about putting the panels lower on the pallets. Yeah, we if you check out some of our milking videos, Kip, you'll see that in the videos you'll see how it comes down much lower instead of putting them on top, and it really eliminates all that.
all that
There's
wobble.
no sway at all.
Yeah.
And what we did, Goob set ours up, and it kind of almost perfectly fit in between some trees, so that it's very
Very strong.
reinforced. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's going anywhere. Yeah, but Kip's got a nice milking barn coming up. If you haven't gone over and checked them out, they're setting up their milking parlor. I was.
Okay, yes, to be
They're
noticed.
building-
Oh yeah, man, I haven't been able to watch hardly anything. It's been kind of busy, but
And we're very sorry for all the technical difficulties.
yeah, we keep we've gotten some videos, a couple videos up, and then last night we had another technical issue. So we're gonna work through it here. The Handbrake app is awesome for compression,
Yes.
and that's gonna help with quality and
And
speed
longer
of
videos.
Yep, longer videos.
Longer videos.
Yep.
So, for the people that like real long videos.
Well, and you really enjoy editing the
Yes.
videos and making them really nice.
Yeah, real fancy schmancy.
So, other goals for the kids. I mean, we want them,
Edie as something.
the boys,
Okay.
to be able to build their own little starter. I don't want to
Yes,
say
she did.
house, but
But we didn't.
little starter something to live in, whether it's a shed house conversion or whether it's a shipping container that they finish out and then they move onto their own property, or if it's ideally something portable that they
Yeah,
could
we've already
finish
talked about
out
that. Oh, really?
and they could get some skills, you know, as they become teenagers. You know, they could work with their dad and get some kind of building skills under their belt finish out something, move into it when they become young adults, and
it'll be theirs, and they build it, and they'll own it, and
then the next step would be saving up, letting them work and save up to buy some more.
I mean, historically and even biblically, I mean, your inheritance was your family land. And I mean,
we don't have that much land here.
No, we want to acquire land.
They're welcome to stay here, but even if we just kept this 5 acres and it was just a starting base for them, and then they move their little starter house onto their own property.
Yeah.
You know, they get a couple acres or whatever they get. They save up and get 50 acres.
We're getting a shipping container. We keep talking about it. We're going to end up getting one. They have them around here pretty cheap. We can get them pretty cheap.
And we're going to finish it out and tell them what you're going to do you're going to bolt it down.
Yeah, I'm probably going to pour footings, probably 3 on each side, and bolt it to the ground. That'll make it a little more tornado proof. Then everybody can get off of Texas Dad about building Texas Mama storm shelter. Because it'll be like a twofer.
Yeah, it'll be a storm shelter /
house.
Evie's guest house when she comes down /
horse barn.
No, not / a horse barn. No, but / we're gonna finish it out. It'll be a good project for Goob and his dad and the boys. And then, you know, if he does decide to buy some land and move it, it's very easy to move. He moves it onto his property.
Yep.
And we definitely want them to do all the things and start out right the way that we didn't start out.
Right.
We don't want them to start out with debt.
We started out with debt. And yeah, we would like them to start out without debt.
We started out renting, you know. We don't want them to have to do all
I
that.
am not opposed to renting. Now, if you can buy your property, it's much better than renting. But if you can't buy your property with cash, and you can't put down a large sum of principal, and it's certainly if you can put 0 to 3% down, I don't even think you should even try to own, because all mortgages are front loaded, and you're going to have to maintain all your mechanicals and different things in the house. And I bet you if you really crunch the numbers, it's cheaper to rent than to own. That's a myth, man. Anytime the government will do anything for you, like tax deferring your interest on your mortgage, you know that there's something in it for them, and there's nothing in it for you. They want to get you under their thumb.
But I would like them to be able to save up and have their own land and be able to, you know, have their own living space, whatever that looks like, on their own land.
Evie says, Goober, have you thought about entering the show Junior Master Chef?
What is that?
Is that a show on YouTube?
Junior Master Chef?
Junior Master Chef.
Oh, we're checking it out tonight.
We're going to check out Junior Master
Guess
Chef.
what?
Are they going to tax the cabin?
Are they going to tax the cabin? Now, what do you mean? Tax?
You're talking about the storage unit.
No, I mean the cabin.
Which? Oh,
No, they're
the
not.
cabin.
No, they can't.
They can. Nobody knows about the cabin.
Don't
We
tell me.
built it.
Shh.
Forgot about the cabin.
Yeah,
I thought he was
it's-
talking about the shipping container.
I know.
Yeah, wouldn't you get taxed on the shipping container?
Oh, Evie says Google it.
Oh,
I
okay.
know. I don't see it's movable. I don't think
Oh,
they can
okay.
tax it. And they, you know, if it's on, it's bolted to the ground, I cut the bolts
And
off.
what's the other one, Evie? You always tell me about the cowboy guy that's in West Texas that rounds up cattle. I don't know. Put it up there for everybody. It's a real good channel. Evie likes it.
Ross?
Okay.
And she
Check
keeps
it.
recommending it to me, and I keep not going on there.
I've been watching lots of fruit tree stuff, so when I do have a minute, I've been watching fruit tree stuff about the pawpaw tree.
Pawpaw.
Surprising.
I'm gonna get some pawpaws.
Pawpaw.
And he's not gonna wait because he talked to.
I talked to Blake Kirby, but I have to wait because
Daddy
all the
Curbs.
nurseries, none of them want to even ship till December, so I think I'll have to wait.
Oh.
Unless I can find somebody that'll ship them to me sooner.
Yeah. But you're gonna go back over and get some more.
Yeah, I'm getting some more cuttings from the couple we gave the goats to. I did a really poor job transporting the cuttings, and So I'm going to do a really good job because now I know all my ins and outs about all that. So going to get some more cuttings, propagate that.
Oh, and what did you plant this week? That was brand new, given to us by our neighbor.
Oh, I planted sugar cane.
Yes.
So we'll see. I think it's already sprung up, but we'll keep you posted on the sugar cane. Kind of pumped about that. We'll see.
And she invited us over to come get some persimmons.
Yeah, and you know what? And we're probably going to interview her because she has a lot of knowledge, has lots of critters, lots of experience, and
she has cows.
She's quite the homesteader.
She's the super homesteader.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like, yeah.
We're kind of surrounded by a lot of super homesteaders.
Yeah, we are.
We're like the newbies. Totally.
Yeah, and that's what is kind of encouraging. I don't know if you've been watching Justin Rhodes, but he's very encouraged by the permaculture community, and it's because they take responsibility for themselves and their life and their food. And it just, it all kind of goes hand in hand. So, Rodeo Video is the channel. Rodeo Video.
That's what we're going to watch.
Check out Rodeo Video. Haven't checked it out yet. I'm check it out.
I can balance this.
But yeah, so I don't know when I might want to do this financial live show, but I would like to do it. And we're going to be pulling wire tomorrow afternoon. And we have to set up our Patreon live show. But
that we keep talking about.
Yeah, Be Not Slothful has been jammed up. So.
Okay.
But we'll get that set up. Missed Mark Edwards today. I know Mark Edwards you'll watch later, so
he
missed
never
you today.
gets his shirt dirty. I know, Evie. She tells me about this guy like not every time we talk, but almost.
It's a real cowboy, man.
And
Don't get your shirt dirty.
His shirt is like pressed and clean and tucked in, and it amazes Evie that this guy is like, well, he's like a professional cattle guy.
He's a real cowpoke.
Means that he's not working hard enough.
He's not working hard enough.
Texas Prepper 2 was asking the boys because they go around barefoot, you know, and he's like, what, don't you guys have fire ants? I was like, these kids are impervious to fire ants.
We don't. We have loads of fire ants. But.
I talked to Texas Prepper 2, and we were supposed to be visiting his place, but hopefully we get a chance.
We got a couple different, maybe once this weather breaks a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to be getting together with Eric from East Texas Homestead. They might be coming up here, us down there. So
he's a faith.
Well, we got a couple other people too on
yep.
tap to go.
Yeah, we got somebody, New Boston or we got the we got the Bamboo Guru, got to get down there to Nacogdoches, and then we got like somebody up in Atlanta or New Boston that's got like a legit homestead. So.
Oh yeah, and we are doing the monthly family thing or whatever. Because in November we're going ziplining, right?
Yes.
What?
Oh,
We're
New
going
York,
ziplining.
Texas.
Yep.
We're going ziplining.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Yep.
ziplining. Yep. So.
Yeah, exactly. Josh says we get bit by at least one fire ant every day here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of get immune to it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Unless you just step in a nest of them.
They are the
then
devil,
it's not
man.
Good. But so should we do the budget update, or we'll wait and save that
We'll wait.
for when you are doing your
Budgets
financial-
are boring.
Budgets. It's pretty
They
exciting.
are.
That's how we're having our family adventure days now.
Yep. Because we're budgeting.
We're budgeting.
Great.
And it's boring.
Budgets
You
are boring.
So excited. You don't.
Well, I'm elated.
I know.
You don't pretend.
It's exciting.
It's very exciting for you.
It's anytime somebody doesn't spend money is very exciting for me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yep.
You know, money's very hard to make, very easy to spend.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And that's a Chinese proverb.
So this week, grocery total. I know I said I was going to wait. But I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead, Texas Mom.
Go
Give
ahead,
it to them.
go
We're
ahead.
running over here.
Go ahead.
This week, the grocery total was $124 on groceries.
That is crazy.
Boom.
This week.
Way better than it
36.
usually is.
Monday will be the grocery day.
Yep.
And
Texas Dad doesn't have to shop anymore.
Nope.
He doesn't
Boom.
have to shop anymore. He
That's
hasn't-
even better than spending less money.
I know you haven't been one time all
Oh
week.
man, I live like a delicate sheltered life now. I really don't do anything. Pretty much just
float around
eat bonbons. Most people don't even know what bonbons are. But,
no, I don't even know.
Great job.
What's
Texas
that?
Mom and Dad. Who's that? Teal House. Yeah, we're excited. I'm excited.
Like a cinnamon bun?
So 124 though, wait a minute. That doesn't count that
animal
my
food.
average for the month for groceries. Cause see, I put in a big order of all of like my non-perishable stuff with Walmart.com, and then I had all that shipped to me. So my average for the week is like 185, which I wanted it to be like 175, but it's about 185. But the 124 I spent was actually perishable stuff at the grocery store. So if I could stay around that, then my average every week will be 185. Puts me a little over 7 something for the month.
Yeah, right around 7 something for the month.
So it's not too bad.
And that's with a pretty decent organic. Well, it says it's organic,
Right. That's with buying,
organic
lots of fresh
labeled stuff and lots of fresh
fruits
fruits and vegetables.
yeah. So it's eating pretty healthy, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about that. That does not count the animal food.
No.
The animal food bill was $83 so far.
Where in the world can you get a case of bananas for $2.99? Sounds like it fell off a truck somewhere.
Yeah.
EB, 9 cents a pound. That's crazy.
Evie, bring us some bananas.
We do utilize credit cards with cash back. We have one. It's the Amazon card, and it's 5% back. And it's awesome. And we're deadbeats. We pay it off every month. We don't ever roll any credit ever. And our house is paid for, and the only outstanding debt we have is one student loan. And I've been kind of jonesing to make extra principal payments on that. And I might do that. So we might even pay that off by the end of the year if I feel like it. But it's a 2.75% interest, and the interest is tax deductible. So that's the only reason I've held it this long. It's because it's relatively virtually interest free. And if you understand inflation, I was always very accelerate debt. But when you consider what they're doing to the dollar, and if you have a fixed interest rate loan, you can make after the crash. There's a book called After the Crash, and if you read that, it talks about it. It's very interesting. And it's very interesting. And it kind of slightly changed. But still, if you have debt, they can always string you up. So it's always better to not have debt. But
Alrighty.
Wow, we kept y'all overtime.
Yep.
Did you check
10
out
minutes.
the fly spray? No, the fly spray would send us way over budget.
yeah, we burn through. We make a fly spray from a vinegar concoction, and we burn through like a bottle every couple of days.
Yeah.
So the Exorbine bottle for 24, we would literally burn that in
it takes a lot of spray to spray
Yeah.
down a large animal like
Yeah.
that. I mean, that's
You
not
do
like
that.
dousing her in it.
No.
That's just like spraying her one side and the other.
Yeah.
And it's like, about a bottle that big of fly spray that we make up lasts about 2 days.
Yeah, and we might try the Skin So Soft. We're gonna what's that other one that
That's what I used to
Triple H or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, our neighbors use some kind of Triple
Yeah,
H stuff.
another
I don't
kinda-
know. We're gonna just play around with it.
Brother Bicey,
Hey.
hello.
It's not gonna be too much
You
longer.
made the live.
That's awesome.
Now we gotta hang on for a few more minutes. We're talking about fly spray. It's
Now we got to
exciting.
stay on for Brother Bicey here.
You made it just in time for fly spray.
You
For
made
the
it to-
ending.
We actually went over.
Yeah,
So-
we're like 11 minutes over.
I know. The babies are actually cooperating.
Okay, what else
it's
do we
like
put in
awesome.
put orange ear
Just
tags
keep the-
on her?
It
Does that
keeps
keep
the
the
fun.
it keeps the flies away?
What?
If you put orange ear tags on her?
Who's that, Evie?
Yeah.
She knows everything.
I know, she knows. Josh and Mandy want to know what we put in our fly spray. What do you-
Vinegar.
Okay, so
Vinegar?
we put
Okay.
if we're going like cheap or we're trying to get it done fast, we'll just put vinegar and it works awesome.
Does work.
But I don't know why.
It works okay.
It works okay.
Yeah, it works okay.
But if you want to do really extreme version and you really want it to...
Extreme fly spray.
Yeah, extreme flies.
Extreme.
And it's extreme
So-
amount of money too.
Yeah.
Can you do a video
Extremely
making
expensive.
extreme fly spray?
Huh?
Can you do a video making extreme fly spray?
Sure, it'll be like a 2-second video.
Okay, guys.
So it is
Let's hear it.
vinegar,
Is this going to be
Peppermint.
your recipe book? Cookbook?
Ooh.
fly.
nice.
That might be at the end, maybe. I don't know. That would be
Cooking
kind
for your cow.
cooking for your cow.
Neem oil. We got neem oil.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. I'm
So
sorry.
we got
Peppermint.
vinegar, peppermint soap, and then peppermint oil, and then tea tree, and then oregano. No, not oregano.
What if we sprayed the cow orange?
Yeah.
What if we dyed her orange?
That would be
Evie
awesome.
says flies don't like the color orange.
Really?
We used to put
I
orange
did. You
ear
know,
tags.
they
Spray
we get
her
that-
tail.
We get that livestock catalog, and it does have the tags and stuff that you can buy. She's got the ear piercing.
Yeah, her ears are pierced.
Her ears
Yeah.
are
So you
pierced.
just go.
Yeah, because she ripped one of her tags out.
No, that was the other cow.
Oh,
Yeah,
other
that
cow.
No, she's got the perfect little hole.
Evie says
there.
they have them at the feed store.
Oh,
Bum bum bum.
Sweet.
We're going to Tractor's Pie.
thanks.
Right
Evie.
now. No.
It's on the list this weekend.
Yep.
It's on the list.
Hopefully it won't overdo the budget.
It can only be like $5.
So
Vinegar.
I didn't finish telling you about the bathroom.
Golly.
It was yellow, and I painted it brown because it's the color of dirt, and the Texas boys love dirt, and I'm
Well, we
thinking
don't
that.
love. I don't like sleeping in dirt.
I do the peppermint Castile soap with the neem oil for my
Oh
fruit
yeah,
trees.
and Castile soap. That's what we put in the.
And I
Extreme
use, instead of
fly
Dr. Brommer's, I use Vitacost. And it's like, Heidi, I don't know if you've ever checked out Vitacost, but their peppermint Castile soap, for the same size as Brommer, is $7. For what, 32 ounces or whatever it is. Yeah. And it's solid. It's good.
Yeah, we like Vitacost.
Like Vitacost, all the packaging comes in biodegradable stuff, so you can use it in your compost.
But you gotta compare prices because sometimes Walmart ends up being a little cheaper.
Yeah, but I've compared prices with Bronner's.
Even
and it's
though,
like, way.
organic
It's
coconut
like-
oil at Walmart's way cheaper than Vitacost.
Right. I tried to tell Manny that was the color you would pick. I knew as soon as you said, I knew that it would be the color of dirt.
Brown, yes.
Josh knows
The
that.
color of
It
dirt.
is the color of dirt, man.
Brown.
It is.
Right.
And it looks very nice in there now.
It does look very,
Very nice
in
and
there.
dark.
Yeah, well, Little Miss Butterfly loves to play in dirt.
$6.99 for the 32 ounces. Hold on, I'll get it real quick.
And
She was eating dirt last night.
She was trying
She was
to
a-
eat dirt. Yeah, she had a little dirt mustache. They got a little sand pit out front, and
Yeah.
they just love to go out there and dig and play in the dirt. Both her and her brother, and they are funny, and they are filthy when we bring them in, and they go right in the tub.
Yep.
And now it's just gonna be so great because the bathroom is brown.
32 ounces, liquid Castile peppermint, and it's called Glow Natural Essentials, $5.99. And then with with Vitacost, okay, if anybody shops on Vitacost, here's the trick: put everything in your cart on Vitacost and don't buy it. And then what they'll do is they'll send you a 10% coupon, and they'll do it every time. You wait like less than 3 days, and they'll send you a 10% coupon. You get 10% off. And then if you use Ebates with that, you can get 3% cash back. And that's just super deal, super cheap Texas dad. Something wrong in my brain with like getting something on a deal, and it's like today with my boots, and
What?
I got
Tell them about your boots.
a chest rig.
What? Your boots?
Yeah,
Got boots?
I got Bates boots
Bates boots. Which ones?
I got just like my
Cowboy boots?
Desert Tan bait boots, but they're black,
Oh.
composite toe, $75 with
Can I-
15% off.
Could I have
LA
their
police
tan
gear.
ones?
Maybe. My tan
Oh, come
Bates
on.
boots
You
are.
don't need 2 pairs of boots.
Yeah, that's why I
One's
want the
a-
Terra pant.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Come on.
He-
They're
The closet video is coming.
It's coming up, and I'm gonna.
The closet video is gonna happen.
I want those
Stay out of my
boots.
closet.
Did you hear
Look,
what happened?
Texas, nothing's sacred.
You got a brand new pair of boots.
I want your boots.
How many pairs of boots do you need?
How many?
Who's got a brand new pair of boots?
Oh, this kid is the boots. He always wants another cowboy hat and another pair of boots.
Or another belt.
Yeah, he's always asking for it. He's only got one pair, but he always...
Imelda Marcos. Where did we say she was from? Philippines or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Many people have no
This
concept
weekend,
of
Texas Dad embraces minimalist.
See, we're gonna do this for the channel, but then I'm gonna put everything back in my closet. That's out of the bag.
It's not.
It's gonna be a
just for the video.
It's gonna be a spoof video, and we're gonna pretend to do it,
Nope.
and then we're gonna put it all back.
No.
Now,
But it'll make a very funny video, and then
why I messed up when I minimalized my closet is I didn't keep any old shirts. So I can't do any real hard work.
That's true, Goober.
In anything. So if I want to paint, I don't have any painting shirts.
That's true, Goober.
If I want to go,
Good point, Goober.
only I have a couple old
You have
pair of
happened.
jeans.
You
There
have
we
his
go.
whole closet full of shirts that you can go.
Don't
pick
touch
up.
my stuff.
I know.
That's
if I
what
touch
did
it,
today.
then
I was
he's
painting.
gonna.
I went in his closet and got an old T-shirt because he's got like 99 million T-shirts.
But if I touch anything of his stuff, he's
That's-
like, "Why are you wearing it?"
Listen, I
Had
buy
a
you
big
stuff.
hole
Leave
in
my
the
junk
armpit.
alone. I
That's
got
just-
my own
Yep.
stuff. Listen, anybody that's a father realizes, look, when you go to work every day and you give, you just want something to be yours. You know, you have these tools and you have a shop and your stuff's supposed to be there and it's supposed to be safe and it's supposed to be there when you need it, and it's not.
Sorry.
And don't mess with my closet and my clothes.
My clothes.
Next thing you know, you'll be wearing my underwear. You already wear my socks.
Sorry. Well,
No, you're not sorry. Don't say you're sorry if you're not sorry.
You bought yourself your own pair of socks, and
Yes, I did.
I can't wear them.
That's right.
Yep.
He
Even
bought
though they're very nice, I can't wear them.
And they're very nice, yeah. Yeah, because we buy you just the cheap, terrible stuff.
Yep. That's why I go barefoot.
Oh,
I missed
boy,
it.
thanks for the heads up. Yep, he's a good.
Oh yeah, Vitacost, man, I'll tell you. And I'm I'm always happy with the quality. The quality's always really good, and their customer service is very good. Why that won't come?
Yeah, because one time we had something in their like break or something, and they sent us a whole new everything, right?
See, Evie. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, every now and then you'll get something from Vitacost and it'll be broken, and they will absolutely immediately ship out a new one.
And we're gonna find out what's gonna happen with Walmart because I ordered all this stuff.
Yeah, the peanut butter broke.
And the
we ordered some
peanut-
organic peanut butter.
They had it in this thin plastic bag. Like,
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
photo
Vitacost
of
packages
nothing.
their stuff very well.
And you can use it on your garden and your food forest, the stuff, because it's total biodegradable
Yep.
stuff.
Oh, on Vitacost.
Yeah, their
but
packaging
I
is
gotta
awesome.
call Walmart and
Walmart.
find out like what their policy is on replacing because they didn't package things really
No.
good. And we only lost one jar of peanut butter, so it wasn't that bad. But yeah, they don't package it anywhere near like Vitacost. But
No, it's
you
like
know,
wrapped, and you're like unwrapping this stuff.
but we got really good deals.
Yeah.
I was pretty
Yeah, the
happy.
package is this big with Vitacost, and you unwrap it, and then when you
It's
get
just
down
little
to
tiny
it, it's this
essential.
tiny little bottle.
Yeah, they pack it well.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Alrighty.
Well, I think we're gonna.
We were on for 88 minutes.
Yeah, we've been yakking. This one ran long.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for financial Q&A with Texas
21
Dad.
thumbs up. That is awesome.
Thank you, everybody, for the.
Yes.
Can we grow peanuts? Yes, and we're going to grow peanuts, and we're going to grow coffee.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
And
Boom shakalaka.
what did you learn about this week in school that you're gonna grow down here?
What?
They have a couple different native kinds.
Sugar beets.
Sugar beets.
What?
Hey, thanks for coming, Teal House Farm. Thanks, Josh B, Peoria Dude, Evie, Rain Country. Thank our
What
moderators,
are they?
Rain Country and Teal House
What are they?
Farm.
Pitcher plants?
Pitcher plants.
Picture plants.
Pitcher.
Like
Pitcher.
a
They
pitcher?
look like a pitcher.
See, Carolina
Oh,
girls.
like a pitcher? Or like a pitcher?
They
Glad everybody
like
could
a-
make it today.
like
They trap the bugs.
Water pitcher.
Oh.
And they have
A pitcher
sticky
plant.
stuff inside of them, and then bugs go inside.
They're
and they won't
carnivorous.
come out.
All right, y'all.
All right.
We'll see y'all in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.